I'm Selna Kim, or Connor McCandless, America's face of dating. If you're watching me here on Instagram, you probably know me more as Connor versus on YouTube, Selna Kim. But wherever you're watching, we got a banger coaching chronicle for you guys today. And the subject of today's coaching chronicle today, as the sun rises, it's beautiful, it's like the nice golden hour in the morning, is, can you help me finally get a date? People text me already, dude. You hear that ding that just went off, dude? It's like, bro, just, let me get a second to coach my people. You know what I mean? Can you help me finally get a date is the subject of today's coaching chronicle that one of you guys sent into me. So it's already not really looking good. It's already starting off kind of like with this desperate tonality. As you can hear, can you help me finally get a date? Finally get a date has this very rushed, urged mentality. And one of the very first things that I coach the guys in my program about is like, dude, in order to get what you want, and they talk about this in this book called Reality Transurfing that I recommend all of you guys read, but it sounds counterintuitive, but in order to get what you want, you must let go of what you want. And I know that sounds like, it's like, what the fuck does that mean? It means if you want to get what you want, don't hold on to it so tightly, or it's going to keep running away from you. You must let it go. You must tell yourself, what if it doesn't ever happen? What if it doesn't? Okay, the worst case, I just don't get a girl. That's the worst case that happens. I know it sounds kind of scary, but you got to let go of what you want in order to get more of what you want, AKA have more of an abundant mindset. But let's open this up. He says, hi, Selna. I've been following your content for a while on YouTube, and I really do appreciate the advice you share. It's inspired me to take dating seriously for the first time in my life. Here's where I'm at. I've never been in a relationship before. I spent the last few years completely focused on my career, but 6 months ago I decided it was time to change that. I've been on dating apps since then, but it hasn't led to a single date. See, when someone tells me, I don't know how old you are, obviously, but you said you've never been in a relationship before. I've spent the last few years completely focused on my career. Well, let's say you're 30. If you spent the last few years focused on your career, which means what? What is a few years max? 5 years? Is a few years, quote unquote, max, just rough numbers? That means you were 25 when you started focusing on your career. So my question is, what were you doing from, let's say, 18 years old to 25? Let's say if a few years is 5 years and you're 30 now, what were you doing from 18 to 25? Like, you're just telling me you just weren't focused on women at all? I just don't believe that, dude. Like, you're probably in what, college? You were in college at that time, high school? Like, dude, when I was in college and high school, I was just focused on chasing women. That's all I was focused on. So when you tell me, oh, I just wasn't really focused on women or anything until recently, it's kind of just like, that just tells me you're kind of bullshitting yourself. And it means you were focused on women, but you're using other things as an excuse to cover up for the fact that you just fear approaching the girl and you fear rejection. Because you're just basically telling me, hey, I've never just talked to girls before. Like, I just don't believe that. Maybe you never have, but that doesn't mean you're a man, dude. You have urges. It means you still probably had crushes on women. You still liked women, but you just never talked to them. You never approached her. You never talked to her because you fear something. You fear the rejection. And there's some desperation now in there because it's starting to linger, especially by the title of this email, help me finally get a date. That has a desperate tonality to it, and you're living a life of quiet desperation because you're bullshitting yourself. And if you've been focused on your career for 10 years, dude, you better be a fucking millionaire by now. Like, I'm just saying, dude, like, you better be a fucking millionaire, because if you're not and you only have $5,000 in the bank, you weren't focused on your fucking career. Let's just be real about that. You're just using that as a cover up. And that's just me being real with you, dude. Like, I don't want to sound like a dick, but at the end of the day, it's like, my job is to help you guys break through your limiting beliefs, to help you guys get results. And the only thing stopping you guys from getting results with dating and most things in life is that you cover up what you want with bullshit beliefs as to why you can't get what you want, AKA fear of rejection. Bullshit beliefs like, oh, I focused on my career. Oh, COVID messed up my dating life. No, it fucking didn't. You sucked socially before COVID. You're just using COVID as an excuse now. That's what happens. Like, if you want to get results, you gotta be brutally honest with yourself. He says, honestly, I don't know where I'm going wrong. I match with women occasionally, but my conversations just fizzle out before I can even suggest meeting up. I'm not confident in my texting and I feel like I'm stuck in a loop of endless small talk. Well, if you match with women occasionally, I don't know what occasionally means. It's a very vague word, right? That can mean, is that 1 match a day? Is that 10 matches a day? Is that 1 match a month? Like, what does occasionally mean? Because occasionally to me, if it was occasionally to me, an occasional match would mean like 1 every 3 days. That would be occasionally. A lot of matches would be like 20 a day. That's a lot of matches to me. Average is probably about like 10 matches a day. Like, if you're not getting 10 matches a day, you need to revamp your dating app. Like, dating apps are the easiest thing ever, dude, if you know how to fucking work them. Because literally it's just an algorithm. It's just a hack. It's almost like a video game. You just need to know the cheat code for dating apps. Because it's just online. Like, online is the easiest code to hack ever, especially with dating. And then you just need to plug in the right conversations that I teach you in my program Arrows, and then literally you're just destroying the competition. Because most men, when I review your texting conversations are fucking terrible, if I'm being honest. Like, you're way too nice, you're way too predictable, you have no idea how to flirt, you don't talk like you deserve her. And that's the biggest issue that I talked with one of my clients who just joined my program yesterday, hopped on our first onboarding call, and we literally got to the root of it, and it was like, I was like, dude, you're just not talking like you deserve her. A pro MMA fighter, dude. He literally, for a living, gets locked up in a cage and has to fight people. And he's not talking like he deserves a hot chick. It's like, come on, dude. Like, that's the most manliest thing a guy could probably do, besides running into fires or wrestling people, you know, for crime and whatever, like the police. He said, I'm not confident in my texting. That's all you need, dude. Like, if you're on the dating apps, you just need to plug in the right profile, plug in the right texting, and you're going to be getting you're just getting rained on with dates, dude, in numbers. It's going to be crazy. Like, you should see all the results on my Instagram story of my clients. It's beautiful. He said, what I want more than anything is to figure out how to approach dating the right way so I can meet someone special. I'm ready for a meaningful relationship, but I feel like I need guidance to take the next step. Do you think your program could help me with this? Well, I think my program, I actually know my program. I say I think, right? When I say I think, it's like me trying to be nice, because every guy struggles with the nice guy syndrome. Like, I say I think, dude, I fucking know my program would help you, okay? Like, that's just me being brutally honest with you. I know it would. If you have your career in line and like literally the last missing piece is dating, that's the guy that I work with right there. Like, that is the guy that comes in my program and just dominates. But again, like, the first thing that we're going to do is help you get out of your own way and help you eliminate those limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Because even in this message here, dude, there is a little bit of a desperate tone here where you're just like, I'm just not confident in my texting. I feel like I'm stuck in a loop of endless small talk. Like, I sense some aggression a little bit in your texting. I love the honesty, and I feel like there's some empathy in there as well. But I still feel like, just from the texting here, you're just getting frustrated with why it's not working. And if you're feeling frustration when something isn't working, that's a sign that you need to change something. If you said literally, you're like, I'm stuck in a loop of endless small talk, that means you need to change the way that you talk to women, right? And one thing that I want you to work on, whether you do my program or not, I don't really care. We're gonna have people come in here every single day who wanna change. I just wanna help you, dude. So whether you do my program or not, whatever, but to help you get out of this endless loop of small talk, what you're gonna wanna do is completely reverse what you're saying. Sounds weird, right? Sounds like it might not work. But what I tell the guys in my program, and here's a little secret for you, is if you want to get the girl, then you must do the opposite of what 99% of guys are doing, okay? Let's say, for example, when everyone zigs, I need you to zag, okay? Every guy's zigging, you zag. Like, there's a lot of cases where I see that, where there's trends on social media, and there's all the average sheep that follow the herd. They all follow the herd and go this way. I'm just like, fuck that, I'm going this way. And that's why I've always gotten results with my life, with dating, with, you know, my dream relationship that I'm in now, with my business, with my company, and coaching you guys and coaching clients around the world. Social media leverage, like, I've always zagged when everyone else is zigging. And it's because most people have a sheep mentality and they follow the herd. Oh, just be nice. That's what your family and friends tell you, right? Oh, just be nice. And then you hear red pill people, really toxic advice telling you, oh, women are the problem. Women just want money. Women just want status. That's not true either. Like, there's the outliers, right? Like, when you have red pill people bring on the scummiest women in the world onto their podcasts, and they try to make you believe all people are like that, that is really toxic. Okay, it's really bad for your mental. I would suggest stop listening to those guys and stop listening to your friends and family. Especially if your friends and family don't have the relationship that you want, don't listen to them, okay? It's like taking health advice from a person that is massively obese. It's like, dude, if your advice was so good, bro, why are you like that? You know what I mean? With all due respect. But he says, do you think your program would help me with this? We just covered that. Yes, I do. I know my program would help you. But again, like, the way to break out of that loop is you have to do something else. It's like you're being way too nice over text. Risk sending that bold text, dude. Like, it's over the dating app. Who cares? You're never going to see that chick anyways. It's like you should be 10 times more bold over the dating app than you're being right now. Like, be more bold, bro. Send that bold text. Okay, I'm not saying get, weird and creepy. Keep, the dirty talk. Don't do that. But also don't be too nice. Like, you want to be bold and flirty and go for the fucking date, bro. Like, just assume you get the date. You're like, so when we go on a date, are you going to be like this too? Like, are you going to be clumsy like this too? Are you going to be so awkward like this over two or text? Like, be on her ass, bro. Like, be flirty with her, dude. Girls want to be flirted with. They want to feel sexy, man. They want to feel like you're pursuing her, like you want her. And when you're on the dating app, bro, you both are on there for a reason, dude. You guys want something. So it's like, don't be afraid to go for what you want. He says, looking forward from hearing from you. Well, if you that are watching, or you that wrote on the email, if you want to inquire about doing my program, if you're here on Instagram, let's say watching this video, you can message me the word purple monkey, and that's going to prioritize you over everyone else in my DMs right now, since we're getting a lot of guys in my DMs just waterfalling in, which is a really good problem to have. But I want to prioritize the people that are actually serious and watch this video or are taking action on dating to work with those guys, because that tells me if you watch this video, then you're going to take my program seriously when you do that. Also, if you're watching this video on YouTube, if you want to inquire directly about my program, there's a Calendly link. The first link in YouTube in the description, I think there's an arrow down in the description. You can book in a call with my team, speak with my team and my personal right-hand man, and my right-hand man right now, to talk up to him and see if you're a perfect fit to work with me and my team in my program, Arrows. And what we would do is we would help you transform your dating life and help transform you, make you make a huge transformation, so that it's not only about getting the girl, dude. Like, it's about becoming more confident. It's about being happy, bro. And imagine the areas, like, it's just gonna flood into other areas of your life. And so if you're serious, you have a great career, you're serious about change with your dating life, and you wanna fix this now, then if you're on Instagram, shoot me a message and we'll talk and go back and forth and book in a call with my team for my program to see if you're a perfect fit. If you're on YouTube, just book in that link in the calendar below. You can book in a personal time and we'll get you rolling in my program if we both feel like it's a win-win for both of us. And so on that note, I'm Selma Kim, America's face of dating, and I'll see you guys next time.